What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Ant Talk, the weekly comic conversation. I'm joined here with my guest, Zach.
What's up?
So we just saw the new horror movie, Don't Breathe, starring Stephen Lang and Jane Levy, directed by Fede Alvarez. This is a no spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie, go check it out. But enjoy this video because we're not spoiling anything. Now, me personally, with horror movies, I'm a little skeptical sometimes because sometimes they're just not written like good movies. I love a horror movie that's not just a good horror movie, but a good movie. Mm-hmm. What did you think about Don't Breathe?
I loved it, and like I agree with that whole thing. Like, this was actually a good movie outside of the horror, but it was also like an amazing horror movie. Like, that's what horror movies are supposed to be. Yeah.
Exactly. Since the trailer, that's what got my attention. I saw that. I said, that looks pretty cool. It's a cool premise. I thought for a horror movie that the acting was really good. I thought Stephen Lang did a great job as the blind man, and I thought the girl and the guy, Jane Levy, and I forgot the other guy's name. I thought they did good, but Stephen Lang was a huge standout. Did you like Stephen Lang?
Yeah. He did a really good job acting. Like, it was believable that he actually was blind.
Yeah, I thought so too. And he's pretty swole. You think it was a good tryout for Cable, like some people have been saying?
He's badass, dude. Yeah. Like, even if he's like scary, he's still badass.
Yeah, I agree. What I really liked about this movie is, with horror movies these days, it seems like there's a lot of ghosts, demons, and stuff like that, or just straight up slasher films with a lot of gore or whatever. But this movie focuses on, it's in Detroit, which I think is cool, not too far from home, and it revolves around these thieves. Basically, they break into houses and they rob people. But they decide to break into this blind man's house who's a Vietnam vet, and they find out some, backstory on him. But like I said, what I liked about this movie is that it doesn't have a supernatural element or anything like that. It's just a blind badass, who they break into his home.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Because I know you're a big horror movie fan. So
for sure.
With this different take,
But yeah, like, I almost feel like that realistic take makes it more scary and like more believable because it's a real situation that could happen. Like, you feel for those characters, like you're there with them almost. You get that feeling from it.
Yeah, I agree. The movie did a very good job of the suspense and the tension. You felt like you were there,
right?
And not just the old man was scary, but like. His dog was a scary, character in this movie. It was an element that, was to be feared and played a big factor. But it was used right, I feel like.
Yeah. And another thing I thought about, too, for anybody that's, like, claustrophobic, there could be some scenes in there where that could be a little...
Definitely. And the way the directing is, I think Alvarez did a good job with a lot of his shots. Like... towards the beginning, when they first get in the house, there's a one shot basically where the camera follows the characters all throughout the layout of the house, and you get a good sense of the house. And nothing in this movie is wasted or just BS bullshit or anything like that. It all has a point and a meaning. Every shot, if it doesn't come into play right then and there, you can expect to see it again down the line. And I really like, with that, I just like the good directing behind this horror movie, and I love what they were able to do with such a simple idea.
Right.
So, Zach, is there anything about this movie you didn't like?
Honestly, not really. Like, I really liked it, so...
Yeah, it's a tight film. Not a lot wrong with it. He did a really good job with this. If there's anything I didn't like is in the trailer they show somebody get killed.
Yeah. And
I really don't think that needed to be shown to draw me to this movie.
Right.
So you saw that coming, but with the movie itself, I don't really have too much of a problem with it. One thing also really like, because I hate when movies do this, it jumps right into it. The intro, the character introductions in the beginning isn't very long at all. It gets going. It's not a very long movie at all. It builds. It keeps building the whole way, all the way up to the end, and you know it really gets there too. It's pretty grossing at the end. So, it gets there. It's wild, but it's simple. It's good. It's a good script. Just a overall good movie. Good performances, and I would definitely recommend checking it out, especially if you're a horror fan, even if you're not. So, what would you rate this?
Due to the fact that I didn't really have a problem with anything, probably gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I like, again, this movie to me doesn't have any issues really. We could sit here and probably nitpick if we really want to, but I'm not really into that. So I'm probably gonna go 9 out of 10.
All right.
It's a good movie. But yeah, tell us what you think if you go see the movie. Comment below, let us know. You can find me on Facebook at Ant Talk, the weekly comic conversation, and Twitter at the show _Ant Talk. Zach?
Yeah, you can find me everywhere on at Zach Warda.
All right, sounds good. This is Ant Talk. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya.